Hello friends, welcome to the GCP Practical Lab series. In last video, we learned how to use App Engine. If you have not practiced that lab, you can find it in this playlist. In this video, I will give you a demo on Kubernetes Engine. In task 1, we will enable certain APIs that we require for this lab. Then we will start a Kubernetes Engine cluster, and finally, we will run and deploy a container. So let's start. Okay, so now we are at our GCP console and our task 1 is to enable APIs. So for this, go to the navigation menu, go to APIs and services, dashboard, come down, you will see various APIs which are enabled for you. And for this, we need to enable these two APIs. So for me, it is already enabled. And if it is not enabled for you, just go to enable APIs and services, search for it. You will get an option here to do the same. Enable these two APIs, Kubernetes Engine API and Container Registry API. So this is our task 1. Now in the task 2, we will start a Kubernetes Engine cluster. So for that, just come to the activate Cloud Shell option. Okay, so now we are at the prompt. For convenience, just keep the zone into an environment variable called my zone. So I will keep the zone as US Center 1A and I will export it. Now start a Kubernetes cluster managed by the Kubernetes engine. So for that, we will use this command. You can name it anything. So I have named it web front end and I will configure it to run 2 nodes. So I will use this command. Authorize. Now, this is going to take some time. So I will pause and I will resume once the deployment is complete. Okay, so now our deployment is complete and we can check the installed version of the Kubernetes using the kubectl version command. Oh, sorry. So this will give us the version and we can also view our running nodes in the GCP console. So on the navigation menu, go to the compute engine VM instances. This is our 2 nodes which is running in this deployment. Okay, so now our task 2 is also complete. In the third task, we will run and deploy a container. So from the Cloud Shell prompt, we will launch a single instance of the Nginx container. Nginx is a web host. Is this? In Kubernetes, all the containers, they run inside pods. This use of the kubectl command, what it will do, it will make a deployment consisting of a single pod. And that pod contains the Nginx container. A Kubernetes deployment, it keeps a given number of pods up and running, even in the case of failures among nodes on which they are running. In this command, we have launched the default number of pods, which is 1. And we can view the pod which is running the Nginx container using this command. So this is the name of our pod. Now we will expose the Nginx container to the internet. For that, we will use this command. Okay, so by this command, Kubernetes created a service and an external load balancer with a public IP address attached to it. The IP address will remain same for the entire life of the service. And we can also view the new service using this command. Okay, so this is the external IP, and we will use this to test and contact the Nginx container. Okay, now for some of you, this external IP might be available after some time. So in that case, don't worry, just rerun the kubectl get services command after every few seconds until the external IP field gets populated. So now for our test, we have copied this external IP. We will open a new web browser and we will paste the IP address. And this is giving us the homepage of the Nginx browser. Now we can scale up the number of pods which are running on our service. So for that, we will use this command. So this scaling is very useful when we want to increase the available resources for an application. And we can confirm that Kubernetes has updated the number of pods by using kubectl get pods. Okay, so now we see two extra pods. In the initial deployment, we had only one pod, and after we use this scale command, we got two additional pods. And we can also confirm that our external IP address has not changed. I will use the kubectl get services, and we can see that our external IP has not changed in spite of adding more pods. Okay, and we can also go back to the web and confirm that the Nginx web host is still responding. So I will just do a refresh and I still get the same home page. Okay, so now we are at the end of our lab. To recap, we first enabled the necessary APIs. Then we started a Kubernetes engine cluster. And finally, we deployed a container. Do practice this lab and comment in case you are facing any issues. Please share this video and subscribe my channel.